Hi everybody, we're here at Oak Hill Elementary in Newton County with Stephanie Goss. So excited to see what she's doing with her kindergarten class.
This is the independent group that my students did. They walk around with a clipboard and they search for the buses throughout the room. Here's an example of one, and the kids come up with their clipboard. They count the number of dots that they see on the bus and then they write the number. So this child wrote 15, and then he goes back to his seat and he colored the bus orange, which matches that one. Then they go and they find the next bus and they do the same thing. They count the number of dots, write the number, and color their bus. So that's one of the independent groups.
So let's look for the buses. Oh, look, here's one. They had so much fun doing this, going around and finding all the buses and counting. Such a wonderful classroom. Okay.
My Parapro group, she played a game with my kids where they rolled. There was a partner game, and they rolled 2 dice, and then whatever number it came to, they had to cover a spot on their part of the board. Whoever covered their spots first, they won the game.
And it was nice the way they were able to use the Unifix cubes.
Oh yes.
As the chips.
My group, they were doing a math exemplar, which is a big thing in Newton County. I read the question to the kids twice, and then they had to draw their picture and write their answer. I then had to ask them what they did to solve the problem, and they explained to me, which I wrote on the paper for them.
Great problem solving.
This is our active board. The kindergarten ones are touchscreen. And so we always play songs and do different things on there. This is one of my kids' favorite songs. They get to see the numbers as they count by 2s, 5s, and 10s. We go to different websites. My favorite one is ixl.com. It breaks them up by the standards in each grade level. I like Mr. Harry Kindergarten and Jack Hartman are my favorite 2 YouTube videos to watch.
So I was definitely so excited to see this Promethean touch screen. The newest, the latest, and the greatest thing that's been out there.
Yes. And
how you use that to have the kids do skip counting.
Mm-hmm.
And then you came over here and did another song with the kids on the carpet.
Yes, we did a 100 song. We usually do it for graduation, so we start practicing towards January, February time frame where they just count to 100. It says, "Look, Ma, I can count to 100," and they kind of point to their parents with the graduation song. So we do it in class so that they can count to 100, and they like it because it's kind of a fast beat type of song, so they really like it.
Okay, and thank you, Stephanie, for sharing your classroom and your ideas with us. And they also did some animals with the giraffe. Tell us about the giraffe.
That was our bulletin board for February. We did a Venn diagram. We talked about giraffes and we talked about zebras. And then I gave them different facts on each one of the animals. And we made a Venn diagram, and then they got to choose whether they wanted to make their giraffe or they wanted to make a zebra, and then they had to write a sentence about it based on what they learned.
Okay, thank you.
Of course.